Animation. Animation is animating an inanimate object, making it look alive. If you want to animate a water bottle, very simple, just the lid coming off a water bottle, you do this by taking a picture of each frame. You turn the lid very slightly, take a picture, turn the lid again, take a picture, and that's the base work of animation. Very, very simple, very easy to do, but time consuming. Very time consuming. And that can be seen as a problem. For some animators, very many different animators have ways of getting through it. Some can just animate. They just work. No trick, no nothing. They just do it. They just have such a passion for it. I do have a passion for animation, but I also have a short concentration span. So when I'm animating, what I find helps me more than anything is listening to music, which helps me keep my concentration and block out everything else that's happening around me. Otherwise I'll see something and I'll be like, oh, I want to go see what's happening over there, and I'll forget. To give you an idea of how long animation takes, the flame you can see me animating, it took 45 minutes for 2 frames. That's a frame is a frame per second. The human eye sees 60 frames per second, but in film and TV, film at 25 frames per second. I'm still 23 frames off a second, which is insane. But what I'm animating, I could just animate 5 or so frames and then loop it, and it would be good. Maybe more than 5, maybe 10, possibly a second. But as you see, I'm animating a fire, which I do kind of regret, because fire is very difficult, because it's hard to control. You've got to keep an eye on everything. And as you'll notice, the yellow of the flame, I don't really ever touch that. That's not intentional. I just completely forgot about that while animating the outside. I did later realise this and decided this fire is way too much to animate in a quick, short amount of time, which I only had a day to do this. And I already wasted 45 minutes on 2 frames and then made a huge mistake in each frame. So that would take another 20 or so minutes rectifying that mistake in the other 2 frames. I later on decided to animate a candle instead, but still talking on the flame. With the flame, the biggest challenge really is you've got to keep your eye on everything. You've got to take it slow, even though it's going to take ages anyway, because you've got to keep drawing it, rubbing it out, drawing it again, rubbing it out again, drawing it again, rubbing it out. You've got to keep your eye on every single piece of the flame. But then to make it seem more like fire, you've got to occasionally kill some of the flames off and then make them go and make new ones sprout, or more just sprout. And you've got to have embers kick off, and this takes an awfully long time. So I decided to animate a candle, which is a still flame, very still. You never get a 2-headed candlelight, very rarely. So animating the candle was much easier, much simpler, and it gave me more time to focus on making it look nicer. Like I could actually focus on, instead of just block colours, I actually highed and lowered the opacity of the candle to give it a gloom. So it was very basic, just black room, candle, and then added a gloom. You can see me messing around with the colours. I had a bit of green, a bit of blue, but I kept taking them out every now and then just to see what would work. The first frame is most important, because once you know what works in the first frame, it will probably work in every other frame. And I'll show my main product at the end of the video. But with like the main animation, like I said earlier, biggest thing for me is just listening to music, getting my head down, working. Once I've got that all done, the animation will go smoothly. And granted, it takes ages. This took me about 5 hours to make, not including the first fire that took me about an hour, and then I decided to scrap that but keep it for the portfolio, and see what I can improve on later. But thank you for watching.